Hello, check.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, sir. I will
Maybe
do.
start with that slide where we stopped.
Yes, sir. I will do that.
The previous, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Um, can I go on? Dr. Suresh Kumar, can I go on?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Yeah. So we have been seeing how, in that regard, gratitude can be cultivated. This is one of the good news that we have, that this is one of the resources. As a day go by, the more we start to be grateful, the more automatically we'll see grateful things. So gratitude can be cultivated. Next slide. So the more you have gratitude, you start to appreciate life more, because even the ordinary things becomes more important to you because we start to appreciate. That is a great experience we find during COVID-19. We become less complaining. We become, so I have to turn on this video. Um, Yes, we become less complaining. We become less complaining in life, because we are focusing on the white wall, not on the black spot. And we can easily transcend difficulty because I have learned to focus on the white wall. So I have got resources to transcend difficulty. I am not stuck, and I don't get into self-pity and victim role, looking at the black spot. So gratitude actually helps me to be optimistic and hopeful. Next one, please. So just to do a recap, gratitude, I did not speak in terms of interpersonal saying thank you. I spoke gratitude in terms of what benefit happens to me. But I did not also speak what benefits happen to me in terms of emotional state, a good feeling. But I spoke in terms of the long lasting patterns that creates in the mind. The first pattern that it creates, that you are blessed. The more you think that you are blessed, your mind recognizes that and produces more of command to parasympathetic nervous system. So you become more relaxed. It's opposite of stress. Then therefore you become more healthy. And the more you think that you are blessed, the more you are going to attract positive things. And the same thought process happens both for gratitude and happiness, because something good has happened to you. So in that way, if you want to be happy, you have to create a mindset of gratitude. Then gratitude makes me not to take things for granted, and that actually develops a state of mindfulness. So I start to appreciate life more, and I don't fall into the peril of the routine. And in fact, gratitude, the mindfulness, makes one to become content. Contentment is called peace, a sense of satisfaction. And it's not a matter of what you have, it's a matter of how you react to what you have. In that way, you can be content whatever you have, and for which gratitude is very important. If you don't appreciate what you have, you will never have a sense of enough. So to have contentment, gratitude is very important. And the last one, the more I am grateful, the more I start to look at the white wall and do not stop with looking at the black spot. That helps me to transcend difficulty, become less complaining, and become more optimistic, because optimism is not having good feeling. Optimism is having hap amidst problems. In that way, from these five, there are also very many other thing. In case you are interested, you can go into gratitude based researches. There are plenty of things. I also have other 7 things, but here I just spoke about 5 things. It offers the resource to bounce back. So COVID-19 is a situation, a helpless situation. Uncertainty is there. We need to bounce back. Some people quickly bounce back, some people do not. Why some people quickly bounce back? Because they have got a resources. And if anybody wants to bounce back, we need to touch upon this resource called gratitude. So we need to cultivate gratitude. Next step, please. So in general, we can cultivate gratitude that will give greater chance to see the brighter side of this COVID-19 story and to bounce back. So if we want to bounce back, there are very many situations from this government, sociological, psychological, and spiritual. But we are speaking about this one of the resource of gratitude, how it will help us to bounce back. How you and I can cultivate gratitude in general and particularly during this time. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. For example, they speak about thank you note culture. So in America, they have this. Suddenly, in a class, one day, a teacher will give a kind of 10 papers to a student and say, write thanks to 10 people. It could be anybody, dad, mom, or a person on the roadside, a person who is doing the cleaning. Maybe in COVID-19, we can say to the doctors, to the cleansing people, to the police people, anybody. You can write thank you note culture. It develops a sense of gratitude with you. But generally, also, you can do that. Then counting the blessing. What is counting the blessing? You count in a day how many blessings you had. Usually December 31st, end of the year, we count the blessings and we scratch our head because it's too long. It said every week, once in a week, you can do the counting the blessings. A family told me we never pray at home, but we every day count the blessings at home. That's called a beautiful prayer. They never pray together, but they sit together and count how many grateful things had happened in my life. I think that's a beautiful prayer. So counting the blessings also could be that you can do individually, also you can do as a family, or you can do as a group, sharing of what is the blessings that you had that actually motivates the other. Ruminating exercises. Like most of the time we ruminate on negative things. How many times we thought about an evil thing, what somebody scolded us, what they have spoken ill about us. We ruminate. And Buddha beautifully said, the greatest enemy is not outside, is inside, the negative thoughts. Most of the time we ruminate on the negative thoughts. But this one is ruminating on the positive thoughts, like the cow that starts to chew. It eats fast, but it chews slowly. In the same way, every day evening before going to bed, we can ruminate some of the beautiful things, positive things that had happened. And they also speak about gratitude journal or diary or inventory. Every day I work with my clients, and they got a lot of problems. We work with a lot of therapies. I tell to them, apart from this, you can also do this little thing as a hobby, and let us see. I have found this gratitude journal and diary has got a lot of power on reducing the negative mindset of the clients. So these are the small things, and there are many other things. For time factor, I just run through 4 methods of building gratitude. Now, in this graph, particularly of COVID, there are a lot of videos that move about how environment has become a kind of beautiful thing. It's a blessing out of this COVID-19. And families are more closer. And I think we have started to reorganize our priorities in life now. And these are the positive. Then there is a greater search for meaning, newer search for meaning, and lot of there's a report that says death rates have decreased after COVID-19. Apart from, sorry to the about death that happens of the COVID-19, but other death rates have reduced. So a lot of positive things people are speaking about. So it's also time to count the blessings amidst this. So there is a kind of also a silver line amidst these dark clouds. So how we can do this? So here I end saying that gratitude is a beautiful resource that is in general can give a bouncing back capacity to a person. And gratitude can make you a happy person, it can make you a healthy person, it can make you an optimistic person, it can make you a content person in life, it can make you a mindful person in life in general. There are also other benefits. But amidst COVID-19, if you want to win over this helpless, uncertain situation, you have to touch to this resource beautifully that is within us, a sense of gratitude. Try to cultivate gratitude at this time and after also. So I just end here. The next slide, please. Thanking each one of you for the patient listening. And there's a email ID at the bottom in case you want to reach. You can reach. Thanks to Krishnan for introducing, and thanks to Suresh Kumar for this opportunity. And thank each one of you for sparing this time. Very nice of you.
Q&A.
Yeah, Father, actually, I will take this a few minutes to express my gratitude to you. This is a chapter introduced by Dr. Subhasri. I heard from many lecture from her, as well as I took the same lesson. But today I had a new perspective regarding the gratitude. I thank you from my heart for your amazing presentation, from that the energy source, that the involvement in it, and then the way in which you presented is amazing, sir. I'm really thankful for your commitment to share your experience to the participants. It's a wonderful session. And I think we have less than 10 minutes for a question and answer session. Dear participants, you can unmute your mic and then you can come forward and ask the question to the resource person who is willing to answer. And the questions will be taken for 3 to 4 persons only because they are having another session at 5. Please confine it 3 to 4 persons, please. Yes.
Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation.
Dr. Subhasri, ma'am.
I am Dr. Subhashri from Mega School of Social Work, Chennai. Thank you
Yes.
so much for your wonderful presentation, and I'm so grateful that I have a laptop and microphone to hear today's lecture. I'm so blessed today. So I can start writing the gratitude thing, and I really love this subject and being content, and it is there in our root of our culture, which we need to actually recoup and actually think of telling in various ways of storytelling for children, because they all are looking for materialistic kind of world and satisfaction rather than these small things which we need to focus on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, doctor. You beautifully said you got a computer, and that's a very beautiful way to start with. Thanks for that smart response.
Happy evening, sir. This is Madhavi, counseling psychologist. I feel that this has to be inculcated in the children from the childhood. There should be a moral lesson for the children. Parents, they don't have much time to talk about gratitude and all. So I feel that it should be inculcated in the syllabus itself, so that from the childhood they would be learning what exactly gratitude is and for what they should be thankful to everyone.
Very good suggestion, man. I fully agree with that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was very insightful and very inspiring, and I felt like you have connected all the dots which were in my mind.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Sir, one question.
Yes.
Where does abundance fall among this gratitude?
Abundance, it falls into contentment.
Okay, sir. How, sir? Can you please little bit explain little bit more?
Yes. Um, Sometimes a friend says to me, when I have more money, I will give it to you. Now I have less money. I tell him, you will never give money.
Correct, sir.
Because if you are not willing to give when you have less, then you have got sense of scarcity within. Actually, abundance is not what you have. Abundance is a feeling. That's why some people, they are very, very rich, but still they are not satisfied. So it's a beautiful terminology used. Abundance means I feel enough. That's why a contentment is a beautiful feeling of serenity, they call it. It's a peace, it's an inner satisfaction. So abundance is enough, that feeling, that's abundance.
Thank you very much. You connected very well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Veena from Chennai. That was really wonderful presentation. Uh, I want to tell something like regards to Madhavi ma'am has told, like we have to implement these gratitude in the curriculum so that kids could learn this gratitude and everything. What I would like to say is, instead of depending on the curriculums, we could teach our kids, because I always say to my son, whenever he does any work, I tell him thank you for doing this. Every time, it's not only for 1 day or 2 days. Every time he does something, I tell thank you. And also I make him tell thank you for whatever help he gets from anyone, so that he developed that whenever we go, we come through on in an auto and we get down, he says thank you Anna. So this is what it's. So from right from childhood, if you like inculcate these habits, kids will definitely develop. And also it's usually we take up the family members for whatever help they do. uh, if we tell thank you when someone helps us, right now in the pandemic, all the men come into the kitchen, take part in the household chores. If we say thank you, it really brightens their day. So it's not like we have to have some curriculums. It's a part and parcel of our lives. So thank you so much for the presentation, sir.
A small input, small thing I want to add, because from the childhood the child feels that teacher is always right. So keeping this in view, I felt that from the teachers end we could do, and from parents end anyways we are doing it.
My mother is the first child to any kid.
Yeah. If you say anything to your child, there can be a contradiction also.
No. Yeah, I understand. But mother is the first child to the kid. So if we start it in the early stages, definitely the child will learn.
I think
Yeah.
both the points are complementary points. We have to start at the home, we
Yes,
have to
sir.
also
Yes.
school. Both are complementary, actually, not contradictory.
It is not just an act of saying thank you. It is also about the intention itself has to be very
Yes.
thankful.
Meaning it.
Yeah,
Meaning.
that is very important. I think that need to be cultivated, not complaining much. Ayyo, இன்னைக்கும் எழுந்துக்கணுமா, இன்னைக்கும் சமைக்கணுமா. The mother should not never reflect. And the polemifying should not be there. Oh, no? The worrying habit should not be there from anyone in the family. Then automatically it falls in place.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, sir, I take this last minute to record my sincere gratitude for a wonderful question and answer session also. I can see that energy with all the participants, and I think I got it many energy from you all. Thank you for wonderful energy for being right now. Thank you, sir, for engaging all the participants and enabling the new thought panels to cultivate the gratitude within us. Thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation. And the same resource person will join us in a few days and in another topic. Thank you for that also. Thank you, sir. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much to Dr. Suresh, and thanks to all.
Thank you, sir.
Father.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you,
evening.
Father.
Have a good
Thank you so
evening.
much.
Here on, we will meet in another 2 minutes with another resource person. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you very
you,
much,
sir.
sir.